the FDA comes to inspect your facility for reasons other than computer system validation, because technically, and I think Cisco and Seneca can vouch for that, and maybe I'll pause here and maybe ask that question. Do you gentlemen usually go into facility, hey, show me your system right away? I don't think so. But go ahead, please, Seneca.
No, that is generally correct. In my experience, I've never shown up at a firm and asked that question at the top of the inspection. We're there to evaluate the manufacturing quality system for that facility. CSV or the state of the systems is just an inherent part of what we look at during an inspection. So we're not there. And interestingly enough, I don't even use that terminology. I don't say, show me your CSV very often. I just say, show me what it is that you do to ensure that your system works the way it's supposed to work. And how is that meeting CGMP requirements?
Great. Cisco?
Yeah, so first of all, I want to highlight that I can't express enough in terms of all these webinars that we've done, how excited I am that Seneca's here. Because again, people will get a chance to hear it from that perspective, not just me speaking and saying it on this side, but never is it really the case that we've gone into a facility looking for the computer system validation, right? That's not the business we're in. We're in the business of the patient safety, right? It's that focus that we go in there for. We go, as Seneca said, is the system intact? How's it performing? What's happening there? Typical are surveillance inspections, product approvals, right? Is everything ready for the new product that's going to be, delivered to patients? And then again, is there a safety issue, right? That's really what we're in there for. The technology that's being applied and used is part of that delivery, and when it's relevant, that's when the investigators will pursue it.
Great. Ken, you want to add any salt and pepper on this?
Yeah, I mean, a personal experience, it just doesn't happen. They don't evaluate the validity of my lot or my processes by validation, right? They don't go like, show me the testing around the CSIG. They're going to go look in context for that record. Now, if there's something that causes them to look at, hey, I see discrepancies, then they'll start doing a deep dive. But then other than that, it's typically show me, okay, this isn't valid. Val plan, val summary. Again, if I see a discrepancy that's unexplained, then they may look, but it's, do you really understand what validation is? That is generally, in all my years of experience, where we've been. So
I think you're an FDA undercover. It sounds like it, because you know a lot about this stuff. All right. So really what I wanted to add in here, and what it looks like that many, because organizations, they feel now if we automate, now we're even inviting the FDA even more to come to us, right? And that's another place. It's not just about the validation. It's just about, yeah, but now the more systems we have, and we know that the FDA, they have more investigators and smart people are joining them. Maybe we should not really automate. Let me stay on my paper, because you know what? If I have all these stacks of paper, I can blind them. And when they see all these stacks of paper, they walk away, right? So I guess, Seneca, would you actually, what is your preference when you go into a facility, right? Would your preference to have someone coming in with a cart of documentation, or just really showing you a little MacBook, because I know you don't like PC. So a MacBook telling you what's going on.
So let's see, there's a difference between my professional preference and my personal preference, but in either case, I'm not looking for a ton of data. I'm looking for sufficient data. I'm looking for the quality over quantity, always quality over quantity. And however someone is taking their system, and many firms still today use paper, some use all electronic, and a lot of places are kind of in between. But for me, in my experience, I'm looking for, does your system work? And what do you have to show me that your system works? And it doesn't have to be a cart, and yes, I've seen many of carts where there's 25 volumes of paper. That's not, well, that's not my priority to go through 25 volumes of paper, because reading 25 volumes of paper is not going to tell me anything more about your quality than if you gave me something that was much, much shorter. I'm looking for the evidence. I'm looking for, did you do what you said you were going to do? Did you meet your requirements? And do you have evidence to support that you meet those requirements? And then the bigger picture is what you did in line to meet what is in the regulations. If you're meeting those criteria, you can do it electronically, you can do it with paper, you can do it anywhere in between. There are a lot of benefits of having the electronic systems and having paper. There's a big push for innovation and making things more efficient, and electronic data helps that to happen. If that system is executed correctly, appropriately, and in a manner that is meeting the regulations, then by all means, for me, I'd prefer that, because you're working more efficiently, which means you're working towards, you can focus more time and energy on patient safety and the product that's going out the door. And it also will reduce the amount of time that I need to read those 24 binders.